It's time to look back at round 20 in the Championship. Every game, every team, every goal. Get your thoughts in via the comments on any of the action. Give us your team and your goal of the round also. I'll give mine at the end of the show. Sheffield United 5, Burnley 2. Watch-alongs were back on the channel yesterday, all set up now in the office, and we got a lovely busy game at Bramall Lane for the return. Check out my reaction to everything over there as it happened. Burnley went in at half-time 2-1 up in this one after a bit of a Jack Robinson nightmare first half, but Robinson and the Blades came storming back with 4 second-half goals. Burnley simply unable to handle the Blades on set plays and crosses. That's 3 wins in a week for United. The end of Burnley's 17-match undefeated streak in all comps. And Jai and McBurney both now on 9 for the season. Blackburn 1, Huddersfield 0. It's 12 wins for the season for Blackburn. 6 in a row at home as they continue to pile the points on. Tremendous work. Classic Ben Brereton Diaz in off the left-hand side to score the only goal, his 9th of the season, to keep Blackburn up in that top 2. Huddersfield still no away wins all season, still under a point per game with Mark Fotheringham in charge and still down at the bottom of the pile. Rotherham 1, Norwich 2. Good week for Norwich, ends with a win up at Rotherham. McLean heads home Pookie's deflected quickfire shot. Rathbone bounces on a horrible giveaway from Sarah to equalise, but Rotherham completely lose themselves straight from kickoff and Ramsey is able to do the business and finish as the winning goal for the second week running. Norwich look to be heading into the upcoming hiatus on a decent run. Rotherham not so. That's 4 defeats in 5. Only 1 win in 5 at home as well, where they'd looked so strong. 3 down. Don't forget to hit like to support the channel as off we go to QPR 0, West Brom 1. 2 wins and 2 clean sheets in a row for Carlos Corberan at West Brom. This one impressive at high-flying QPR. Kyle Bartley leaps to head home John Swift's free kick in for the only goal in this one. Corberan seems to be having a pretty instantaneous impact. Bad week for Mick Beale though, and QPR 3 played, 1 point and no goals after a good winning run previously. Reading 1, Preston 2. Well, look at Preston. We flagged them up last week and here they are now in the playoff spots after securing a 4th win in 5 and well done the fabled 9-point week. Lovely glancing header from Evans to give North End the lead. Zhao equalises for Reading from the penalty spot. Evans is at it again. It's a superb second in-swinging right footer outside of the foot. Great goal. Again, big up to Preston, who are in lovely form. They get the win. Reading still in the top half, but they are sliding 1 win in 8 for the Royals. Watford 0, Coventry 1. Off the pitch, bit murky for Cov right now, but on it, they are on a brilliantly stubborn run. Great win this one too, up at one of the parachute teams. And the Sky Blues are zooming up the table. Lovely take to adjust his feet by Gyökeres for the only goal. That's 22 points in 12 for Coventry. If they continue on that trajectory, who knows how high up the table they'll eventually end. Watford, still a bit spotty under Bilic. That's now 5 wins, 4 losses, no draws. We're halfway there. Quick plug for the Patreon community. Look, this will always be free here on YouTube, but you can, if you desire, support financially for some early content perks, access to join me and the gang on our roundtable chats each and every month. Have a look over at www.patreon.com, Benjamin Bloom. And right now, we're off to Blackpool 0, Luton 1. Luton eventually now back to winning ways after that Derby Day shocker over at Watford. Back-to-back clean sheets now. Bit of a Nathan Jones classic 1-0 Championship away win as well. Luke Berry stabbing home the only goal from a set play. Blackpool had lots of shots. No goals though, come what may. Luton still, despite me saying they're a little bit slippy, 1 defeat in 11. Blackpool back-to-back defeats after they'd had back-to-back wins. Swansea 2, Wigan 2. A much needed point here for Wigan, but they were looking hot favourites early in this one as they went 2 up within the first 20 minutes. 2 McLean corners, both into the near post, both headed into the net. First by Will Keane and secondly by Tom Naylor. Ryan Manning curls one back just before half-time with that nice left foot of his. Pirro gets the equaliser though, 2-2, with an 84th minute penalty. Swansea's little drop-off after their winning run just continues to extend. Wigan stopped the rot after 5 straight defeats. So 7 points in 11 is a bad medium-term trend though for the Latics. Millwall 0, Hull 0. We'll scoot through a goalless draw at the Den. It's back-to-back goalless draws, in fact, for Millwall. 1 defeat in 8 for the Lions, though. Liam Rossini will surely be happy with a clean sheet on his debut as Hull boss, especially considering where they were and the fact they have the worst goals against column in the whole division. 3 more to go. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we are on to Stoke 1, Birmingham 2. This continues to be really impressive from Birmingham now, and 14 points from 7. That smells a lot like 2 points per game for a decent length period now. 4th away win of the season for Blues. Hogan, brother, robs Jagielka to notch his 8th of the season, give Birmingham the lead. Harley Dean squeezing home a header at the back stick for 2-0. Lewis Baker cracks home a penalty with 15 to play, but Blues hold strong for the win. Birmingham, as we say, excellent. We've said that a lot over the last month. Stoke, 4 defeats in 5. They're making chances, but they're not winning. Looking a bit hapless currently, it has to be said. Sunderland 0, Cardiff 1. And there was me predicting, right, Sunderland are off on a good run now. No, Cardiff straight in there to take all 3 points from their visit up to the northeast. Could have been a bit simpler for the Bluebirds as well. They did not convert a first half penalty, but Mark Harris nicely redirecting Marlon Romeo's driven cross just into the second half of the only goal of this game. As I suggested, I had this completely the other way round, so well played Cardiff now. 2 wins in 3. That is very much something to build on. Middlesbrough 1, Bristol City 1. I remember when Bristol City always used to take the lead in away games through an early Andy Weimann goal. Well, back to that routine here. First one since August for him. Akpom, he loves playing under Michael Carrick. That's 3 in 3 since Carrick took over as boss. He gets the equaliser. So it's a win, a draw and a defeat for Carrick across his first 3. I'll reserve judgment there until we get a bigger sample size on him and listen to the Borough fans on how he's getting on. Bristol City, only 2 wins, 9 points in their last 12. The trend downward is growing. Here is your table then. Burnley stay top despite defeat. Blackburn continue their excellent form. Norwich and Sheffield United properly back in the groove, I'd say now, after their poor ones. And well done Preston into the playoff spots. In the bottom half, Coventry are going like the clapper, zooming up that table. West Brom still in the relegation zone, but a nice healthy splurge of points for them. Huddersfield now 5 adrift at the bottom. Goal of the round then, I liked Manning for Swansea, nice finish. Harris for Cardiff, that was well controlled, but what a great brace for Ched Evans for Preston. I love how he angled in the second one, disguised it round the defender, so I'll go for that as my goal of the round. Team of the round, well, big win in the head-to-head at the top for the Blades, but I'm more honing in on some away wins. We've already bigged up Coventry and Birmingham quite a lot lately, so I'll give them a wide berth. I'm going to go for Cardiff City as my team of the round. They won up at Sunderland. Get involved with your team and goal of the round in the comments. As always, try your absolute best if you can to avoid that instinctive emotional trap of fanboying for the team you support. We are covering the whole division here. Covering the whole division and keeping up with the Championship is bloody hard work. So if you didn't already, why not stick with the channel and watch up here to see the review of the midweek games in the Championship from just a couple of days ago.